This is Tank's Vlog, August 2nd, 2018, wrapping up today in sports. Oh my Ohio. There's trouble afoot at the University, or should I say, the State University of Ohio, Ohio State, the Buckeyes, where the buck apparently didn't stop at Urban Meyer's office, as apparently he knew of his assistant coach having issues with domestic violence in 2015. So, despite saying contrary, the university has decided to put Meyer on leave just as they're getting ready to begin practice for the upcoming season. Now, here's one thing I don't get. The coach in question, Zach Smith, was fired. And apparently the domestic violence came to light publicly earlier this year, and he was terminated right away. But in 2015, when he was first heard about it, possibly through the spouses of other coaches and his own wife, there were no criminal charges brought up against Mr. Smith. Now, I don't understand this. Now, I understand everyone's got a zero tolerance policy now. It's going crazy. But isn't there something called wrongful termination? Now, if you would have fired Zach Smith back in 2015, I don't think there would have been any charges against him. But sometimes you gotta wonder what's going on. And if he was charged in 2015 criminally, then he should have been fired. But if there was no charges brought up, can Urban Meyer just do a firing just on hearsay? It seems like this is a strange situation that Ohio State finds itself in, and in its all likelihood, they're going to lose one of the top coaches. Oh well. We won't be hearing too much from the Ohio State this year, if that happens. Meanwhile, back in baseball, it's just another day. It's just another day. Oh, the Mets got beat. They got hammered. They lost another game. Noah Syndergaard pitched well, but their offense was lame. It's just another day. It's just another day. You know, it's just to the point now, it's just, you just throw your hands up and there's just no hope on this team. There's no hope whatsoever. Meanwhile, the Yankees, they continue to be befuddled by the teams that are terrible. The Baltimore Orioles are 33-75. They're 6-6 against the Yankees, who are 30 games above 500. If you want to know why the Red Sox have a 5.5 game lead, that's the reason. The Yankees just can't get out of their own way against the Orioles, and today it was Sonny Gray stinking it up and smiling as he got booed off the mound. Sonny Gray better thank his lucky stars that George Steinbrenner is not around anymore, although he might climb out of the grave tonight to make someone trade him. Gleyber Torres had a great game today. He had 4 RBI, but it was all wasted as the Yankees lost again, 7-5. Red Sox were off, and now it begins the biggest series of the month. Yankees, Red Sox, 4 games at Fenway Park. I think the Yankees got to, at worst, split this series. If they lose 3 out of 4, if they get swept, the division race is over. Pitching matchups do look like they might favor the Yankees, but that's what if Severino gets going, especially with the Red Sox having to put their ace Chris Sale on the disabled list, which is going to be key on Thursday, because that would have been the day he was scheduled to pitch. Tigers beat the Reds 7-4. Indians blanked the Twins 2-0. Athletics 8-3 winners over Toronto. Astros beat the Mariners 8-3. And with that, there's now a virtual tie for the second wildcard spot. The Mariners' lead has completely vanished. Cole Hamels had a strong debut for the Cubs in his first start since being traded from the Rangers, getting the win as the Cubs made the Pirates walk the plank 9-2. Rays beat the Angels 7-2. It's about, I guess you could say, bye to the Angels' chances of any hope of going to the playoffs. Royals doubled up the White Sox 10-5. Boy, these two teams are brutal. Cubs doubled up the Cardinals 6-3. It was the Dodgers beating the Brewers 6-4, and the Braves and Marlins were both rained out. So we got our 3 stars of the day, and it's Carlos Carrasco, who went 7 innings, 7 in the third inning, allowing just 4 hits while striking out 10. Tommy Milone, who stunk it up in 2017 with the Mets, came back and hammered the Mets, allowing 1 run on 3 hits in 7 innings while striking out 9. Putrid. Putrid! And Wilson Contreras of the Chicago Cubs, who had 3 RBI, 2 runs scored, and went 3 for 4 with a home run as the Cubs beat the Pirates. Today's birthday shout-out goes to one of the last knuckleballers, Tim Wakefield, who turns 52. And we take a look back to 1938, when, get this, yellow baseballs were used in a game between the Dodgers and Cardinals. Just one of those quirks. The yellow baseballs were hopeful to make the baseball easier to see, but they just didn't go over well as traditionalists wanted to white balls, and yellow balls soon quickly disappeared. It's Thursday, so tonight we get football on TV. It's the Hall of Fame game. You know, preseason football it's interesting. The first game comes on, you go, yay, football's back, and then 20 minutes later you go, all right, that's enough of that. Also, continue to click on Allow Me to Be Frank. This week's episode, we went over a number of topics: Halls of Fame, baseball, football. So check it out at iTunes and SoundCloud. Continue to support it. Help us build. Help us grow. Help us so we could take this thing higher and higher. And hopefully one day be a part of the network at Barstool. We want to make this podcast grow and get bigger and bigger and better, get more guests, and maybe even do it more than once a week. Maybe become a regular show. Let's go. So what you got to do though is you got to listen every week. And if you haven't listened to past weeks, listen anyway. Listen to past shows. There's lots of them. We've almost done this a whole year now. SoundCloud and iTunes. Good day.